All right, we're here in the seventh inning stretch, October 1st, 2013. Pittsburgh 2, Cincinnati 1, bottom of 7. We have Alfonso Simon coming out. He was 6-4 with a 2.87 ERA. Sterling Marte is due up. He is 1-for-3. A strikeout in the second, a grounder back to the pitcher in the fifth, and a single in the first. We're just kind of delaying a few minutes here before we start, give people a chance to rejoin in the live stream here. So, yeah. Well, we'll give them about 2 more minutes. See if anyone shows up. I might need to actually go back to my reload the page here. There we go. Reload the page. All right. We'll start here in about 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. So far, let's see. Pittsburgh has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. They have 2 walks, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 strikeouts. The big blow came in the first inning for Pittsburgh. As you see, they scored both the runs early. Leadoff single by Marte, followed by a strikeout by Neil Walker. Then McCutcheon came in and got himself a single. Morneau walked to load the bases. And Marlon Byrd hit a single, 2 RBI single. And then Pedro Alvarez and Russell Martin down on strikes. So 3 hits in the inning and a walk. And you know that's going to be a couple runs. Well, it should be a couple runs anyways. Since then, Pittsburgh's kind of had 1 hit in the second. They had 1 hit in the third. Nothing in the fourth. They had 1 hit in the fifth. 2 hits in the sixth. So their offense has been consistently consistent. All right. Well, giving people a few minutes here. We'll go ahead and get rolling here. Sterling Marte, Alfonso Simon, the Reds versus the Pirates after a 30-minute delay here. They're back on the field. And away we go. Simon's done with his warm-up pitches. That is a 322. That's going to be a defense check. Let's look at our defensive 22 defense. It's going to be shortstop range check. So let's look at our shortstop here for Cincinnati. That happens to be Kozar. Let's look at Zach. He's got a range of D. So a D range. When we look at our card here, D range. So hit 1 to 54, out 55 to 99. So big play here. Can he get that ball? It's hit in the gap between short and second base. Can he get to it in time? As an 83, that is going to be an out. So a simple ground ball to short, making a great play there for the first out of the 7th inning. Neil Walker up. Neil Walker is 1 for 3. Single in the 5th inning. 585. Ballpark 85 is going to be a in-play check for Neil Walker. He needs a 26 or less. He rolls a 0.5, so a double for Neil Walker. So the hot hitting continues. Neil Walker on with the double, brings up the MVP, Andrew McCutcheon, 1 for 3 on the day. He is ready. Steps in. It's a 571. Ballpark 71. Once again, too high for a wheelhouse check. It's going to be in play. McCutcheon needs 33 or less. It's a 31. So Andrew McCutcheon with the single. Let's find out how many runs that's going to score. Low dice is a 2. So if we look at the runner advancement here, runner at second, 2 is going to score. So coming around to score on the single is Walker, and Pittsburgh takes a 3-1 lead here. And that is going to be it for Simon, I believe, as we've mentioned here. McCutcheon's done. We have a lefty Morneau coming up. Let's see. Do we have any lefties available? Logan Ordureska. Logan Ondursk. Logan Ondursk is going to come in. Oh, I'm sorry. He's a righty. I don't want him. Let's see. We brought in Manny Parra, Sam LeCoeur, Sean Marshall. We're going to bring in Sean Marshall, the lefty. So line up. Nope, that's not what I wanted. We want new pitcher. Marshall. Here he is. Sean Marshall is going to come in to pitch. Runners at first and third. First and third, 1 away. Big point of the game here. Defense? Going to play back and go for the double play, I think. Play back and go for the... Well, Morneau only hits in double play 5 times. Actually, I think the corner... are we going to play in? Runners at first. No. We'll play back. Yeah, outs are important. Yeah, we'll play back. Let's see what happens. Might not matter. 6 tough 43 against the lefty. 43 tough. It's a good thing we didn't put a righty in, because a 43 was going to be a single against a right-hander. But a 43 against a left-hander is a strikeout. So big strikeout there by Sean Marshall. Keeps things close here, 3-1. Brings up Marlon Byrd, right-hander. Let's see, Marlon Byrd, then Pedro Alvarez. They're going to leave the lefty in to get through Pedro Alvarez, at least. So Marlon Byrd will come in. Runners at first and third. 2 away. That is a 581. Tough 81 against the lefty. He's going to be out of range. 81 is going to be a fly ball to center, and that's going to do it. 1 run on 2 hits and no errors. They're going into the 8th inning. 3-1 Pittsburgh. Francisco Lariano is going to stay in the game. He is going to be facing off against... looks like the pitcher spot is up. So Cincinatti, Beatles Eternally joined us. We can now see that he missed out on the bottom of the 7th inning. Pittsburgh had a golden opportunity. Let's go back and relive it just for a minute here. So top of the 7th, it was Marte. Hit a ground ball to short. It was actually a range play on the shortstop. Shortstop made a great play, got the out. Neil Walker promptly came in and hit a double. McCutcheon followed up with a single. Morneau had to stop at third. So runners at first and third. Struck out by Justin Morneau for the second out. They brought the lefty in, Son Marshall. And then Marlon Byrd just flew out to left field. No, I'm sorry. That's right. Neil Walker came home on the single by McCutcheon. Apologize. He went from second to home on the single. That's how they scored the run. We're in the top of the eighth. Ariano still in the game, but Cincinnati is going to have the opportunity to bring in someone from the bench. And even though they didn't actually play in this game, Cincinnati here. It's going to be Devin Mazarosco. It's going to come in. I believe, actually, did Devin Mazarosco come into this game? I don't think so. All right, but anyways, we're going to have a pinch hitter. See if I can find him on. Oh, here he is, right here at the very top. Devin Mazarosco. It's going to come in and pinch hit here, top of the eighth inning. Ariano's on a short leash. As my good friend Beatlesley Journal says, keep an eye on him. If he gets into trouble, he's out of there. That's an 8-0-9. 8 is in play. 0-9 against the lefty is going to be a double. So Mazarosco comes in and gets a double, and that is it for Ariano. They wanted to see if they can get a couple more outs. Just a couple more. They couldn't do it, so that'll be it. And we now got a pinch new pitcher. Coming in is going to be Travis Schneider. Travis Schneider here. Where is he? I'm missing him. Travis Schneider, way up there. Okay. Wait a minute. No, wait a second. That was the pinch hitter. I'm sorry. Tony Watson. What the hell am I doing? That's why I couldn't find him. Tony Watson's coming in. Bye. He is a lefty. Grilly is a righty. Let's see who's up. You're done. We can go back to the top of the lineup here. Yeah, Sinso Chu is actually lefty, so this would be a perfect time to bring in Tony Walker. So Walker is coming in. What was I thinking? Walker. Tony, where are you? Tony, Tony Watson. No wonder I couldn't find him. Tony Watson's coming in. My bad. Yeah, sometimes I don't know all the players' names. All right, there we go. So we got Tony Watson coming in to face off against Sinso Chu. Sinso Chu only 215 batter against the lefties. It's a good time to bring him in. Clark Rods, hello. How are you? Good evening. Hope all is well with you. Always great to see you in the chat. So thanks for stopping by. We're in the top of the eighth inning. It is a 3-1 ball game. Pittsburgh is ahead. This is the 2013 National League Wildcard game in PNC Park. Cincinnati does have the tying run at the plate in Sinso Chu as a double by Devin Mazarosco. And the windup in the pitch, here it is. It's an 8:39, 8 in play, 39. He's going to ground her back to the pitcher. Grounder back to the pitcher. And what we're going to do here is grounder back to the pitcher. We're going to find out. We're going to use our little, I guess we'll use their silly little charts. I think my way of doing things will be better once I get it all Oh my gosh. It's a ground out. Runner in first, compare the 2d6 total to the batters and then pitcher's double play. That's right. We got to see if it's a double play. No, because he's not at first. He's on second. No runner at first base, batter out at first. Runner at second may advance to third if the base is open. Run rating is 7 or more and the ball is hit to first base or second base. Runner at third, with the runner at third or 7 or more scores, all other runners hold. So I guess if we use their silly rule, which I'm not a big fan of some of their charts. I love payoff pitch. It's an awesome game, but some of their charts, like what do you do in this case? Because I mean, how many times have we seen a situation where runner at second, you get a hit back to the pitcher turns around, throws it to third, gets the guy out. Doesn't happen all the time, granted, but in this case, it never happens. I mean, if you follow their rules, it never ever happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the dice a percentage chance here. So guys in chat, I need your help. If you were to say the chance of a ground ball hit back to the pitcher, runner at second going to third, what's the chance the pitcher throws to third? Is it maybe 1 out of 10? Is it 2 out of 10? Is it 3 out of 10? 30% of the time? 10% of the time? Is it 50% of the time? Is it 2% of the time? What do you guys think? Now is your chance to voice your opinions. And I'll give you a second for the chat to catch up here. Who is on first? It's Devin Mazarosco. What is the pitcher's defensive rating? What is the pitcher's defensive rating? He's a C. He's a 3. His range is C. His error is 3. They don't really have a defensive rating. I'll tell you what, let's do this. This is the way I would do it if I was playing with my new rules, which I'm currently creating for you guys. I'll just bring them up and show you basically real quick here. Runner advancement chart here. So here's basically my new chart. So when you're rolling for player advancement, you're going to roll 2d6 versus their run rating, and then you're going to add modifiers, plus or minus. If the roll is less than or equal to the total rating, then they're safe. If the roll is greater than the total rating, then they're out. So you can see some of the situations here. In this case, we'd roll the 10-sided dice to find out if it's a slow hit, a normal hit, or a hard hit. Because this chart obviously wouldn't come into play. And these charts up here wouldn't come into play because they don't really, this would be the infield hit chart basically, or advancement chart. So what I would do in this case is I would roll the 10-sided dice, and of course we'd look at the white dice. In this case it was a 7, so 7 means it was normal, so no plus or minus to the speed of the runner. So all I would do is look at the runner, which is Devin Mazarosco, which I closed his card because I didn't think we were going to need it anymore. So let me bring up his card again. There we are. So Devin Mazarosco has a speed of 6. So it'd be up to the person playing the Cincinnati Reds, in this case, me, because I'm playing solitaire. But I would say to myself, all right, if I was going, I have to roll 6 or less on the 2d6, right? And if I decide to go, then the defense has to decide whether they're going to throw to get get them out, or if they're going to take the out at first. So in this case, 6 or less on 2d6 if I decided to go. If I didn't decide to go, then obviously the out at first. In this case, base runners, the average number is a 7. So he's slightly slower than 7. So in this case, being Cincinnati, I would not try to advance him. I would leave him on second. He would not try to advance. So in that case, Pittsburgh would take the auto out at first. So all that, and it's going to just be a simple ground out back to the pitcher. Pitcher holds runner back to second and throws it on to first. And that is going to be staying on second, Mazerosko. And that's how my version of the game would play out. Because then you take into consideration, instead of charts, you basically take into player stats into account. Mostly the run speed, and then the arm strength, and where the ball was actually hit, which makes a lot more sense than just rolling on a chart, for me anyways. So that means there is now 1 away for Ryan Ludwig, who is 0 for 3, 3 fly balls. So they will go with him. Carkrot says, I'm good with that. Okay, there we go. And Beatles Eternally is like, get the damn out at first. Don't worry about that guy. All right, it's an 8:58. 8 is in play against the lefty. 58. 58 is going to be a fly out to right field. Yes, right field. So if we were to look at my example now, so I know that Devin Mazerosko has a speed of 6. The ball was hit to right field, which gives him a +1. If we look at my chart here, ball hit to right field is a +1. So you go from a 6 to a 7, but then you're going to take the outfielder's arm into consideration. The right fielder's arm, I know, leave me alone. The right fielder's arm is Marlon Byrd. Let's look at Marlon Byrd happens to be right here. So he's the right fielder. He's got an arm of 6. And you can see here a 5 or 6. You get a -1. So he's a 6 speed. He gets +1 because the ball was hit to left field. I'm sorry, +1 because the ball was hit to right field. He gets a -1 because of the arm rating of the person over there. So if he wanted to go, he would have to roll a 6 or less. Then the defense has to decide whether or not they're going to throw it or not. In this case, since he's the only one on, he is not advancing. And he will be, he's not going to risk it. This is a fly ball out. And he's going to stay on second. There you go. What I would have done, but I don't want to slow the game down, is what I would have done is re-roll the dice to find out if it was shallow, normal, or deep, because that would, obviously if it's shallow, you got less of a chance of advancing. If it's deep, you got more of a chance. So I would simply, again, roll the dice, see what the white number is. It's a 1, which means it's shallow. He would get another -1 to his rating. So he goes 6 +1 for hitting it to right field, -1 for the arm, -1 for shallow. He would have to roll 5 or less. Do you go, yes or no? Boom. And that's how simple it is. Instead of trying to keep track of all these silly, stupid charts they have. Pretty much the only thing you have to memorize in my game is, shallow, normal, deep, left, center, or right. You can see they're kind of 1, 2, 3 is shallow. Left field is 1, 2, 3. Normal is 4, 5, 6, 7. Same thing with our infield hits. 4, 5, 6, 7 are normal. 1, 2, 3 are slow. So, once you memorize these few little facts, it's like, boom, you just figure it out and decide if you're going to do it or not, which makes it a little bit easier, I think. Anyways, moving on. That's 2 away now after the leadoff double. Hang on a second. Do they bring in a righty? Ludwig is up. Then we have Votto, which is a lefty. Now remember, we have no more lefties in the pen. In fact, we only have one more pitcher, Jason Gurley, which is, I believe, a right-hander. That's all Pittsburgh has to play with because that's all the pitchers that came into the game. Unless an emergency. So Votto's up. Where is he? He's a lefty. So he's probably going to leave Watson in there. Yeah, so since Votto's in against Watson, they're not going to replace him. So Votto against Tony Watson. Here we go. Big play, runner at second. Devin Mazeroska waiting for the big hit. Here it comes. The windup in the pitch by Tony Watson. That's a 5 ballpark. 56, though, is too high for a wheel check, unfortunately. If you're just joining us, I think Clark Rotz missed the earlier part. Here's PNC Park. Anytime you get a ballpark check, you need a really low one for a wheelhouse. Not many home runs at PNC Park, mostly in play checks. But that has worked out well for Pittsburgh as they've had 3 ballpark checks for singles so far. Anyways, Joey Votto gets a in-play check, so he needs less than 29. 1 to 29, it'll be a hit. It's a 63. That is out of range. It's a ground ball to short, and that's going to do it for the top of the 8th. We're going into the bottom of the 8th. We have due up Pedro Alvarez, the lefty. Sean Marshall will come out and face off against... God, I hate how they have that stupid... Sean Marshall... Oh. Pedro Alvarez. Actually, you know what? No. He can't because we had a pinch hitter come out. What am I thinking? So they have to replace their pitcher. Silly me. Who have we not put in yet? They're actually they have 7 pitchers to play with, and they're running out of them. Let's see. We brought in Simon. We need a new pitcher. Let's see. Who do we have? Hoover came in. Cueto came in. Logan. Wait a minute. Cueto. Oh, it doesn't list the pitchers there. That's kind of silly. Okay. Let's see. New pitcher. We just brought in him. Manny Parra. I think we already brought him in, didn't we? We brought in Cueto, Simon, Parra, Hoover, and Marshall. Holy shit. We brought in 6 of them so far. Have we brought in Sam LeCoeur? No. He might be the only one left. I think Sam LeCoeur is their only one left. We brought in Sean Marshall, yes. Manny Parra. Actually, yes, we brought in Manny Parra. Logan. No, we did not bring in Logan yet. He is also a right-hander, so they do have 2 pitchers left. Okay, that makes me a little less nervous. So, do they want to bring in Logan or do they want to bring in Sam? Sam the man. Or, yeah, I think Sam the man. He's a 2.66 ERA. We're going to bring Sam the Kluger. Actually, since they used him last, actually. So, you know what? We're going to leave him to last. We're going to bring in, who's the other dude? Logan? Was it Logan? I can't remember. God, I'm so bad with names. Jeez. Must be Logan. Where's Logan? Yeah, Logan. There's Logan. Hey, this is a wild card game. There is no tomorrow. That is true. But if Cincinnati can tie this up, I'd rather have the better pitcher in the ninth inning. Yeah, I think I am going to go with Logan. I am going to go with Logan. And, I mean, he gives up a hit or two, boop, we pull him. So, whatever. We're going to go with Logan. All right, here we go. Pedro Alvarez, who is 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Logan Orndorsk. That is a 998. 9 is ballpark. 98 we know is too high, but that's an in-play check. So 1 to 25, it'll be a hit. Nope, it's an 82. That's going to be a ground ball to second. 1 away. Russell Martin. 628. 6 is tough. Tough 28 is a strikeout. Clint Barmas, shortstop. Is a 974. Ballpark 74, too high. In-play check. He needs a 26 or less. Nope. 72 will be a fly ball to center. So that'll do that. We're in the ninth inning. And Tony Watson's day is done. Coming in will be Jason Guerrilli. 33 saves on the season. Can he save it for Pittsburgh? New pitcher, Jason Guerrilli. It's coming in. Bring in the Grillmeister. Here we go. Top of 9. Dun, dun, dun. The crowd is going crazy here. PNC Park, waving their little towels and shouting and screaming. And they got up. Brandon Phillips. Jason Guerrilli, Brandon Phillips. Oops. God damn it. I hate when it does that. Brandon Phillips, Jay Bruce, and Todd Frazier. They're not going to pull any of those guys. So, Jason Guerrilli, Brandon Phillips, top of 9, 3-1 Pittsburgh. Brandon Phillips steps in the box. That's a 4. Tough. 99, though. That is going to be an out. That's a fly ball. 99 to left. Oops. How about a fly ball? Fly ball to left. Thank you. 1 away. Jay Bruce. 2 outs remaining. Crowd still going crazy. Bruce is a lefty, though. That is 240. 2 is Wheelhouse. Uh-oh, Wheelhouse. He's a right-hander. 1 to 40. Going. Goodbye. Home run, Jay Bruce. And that one's out into right center field, 382 feet. And the crowd is suddenly silent here as they take the shock of the home run by Jay Bruce. Whoa. That brings up Todd Frazier. Todd Frazier batted .233 against right-handers. It ain't over yet, says Beatles Eternally. 2 outs away. Jason Guerrilli, Todd Frazier. No one on. Tying run at the plate. Todd Frazier. Righty-righty matchup. Here it comes. That's a 4.73. 4 is tough. Tough. 73 is out of range. And that's a fly ball to center. Going back to the warning track. And makes the catch. This is all up to Zach Cozart here. Zach, the shortstop, made a good defensive play. Can he do something offensively to keep Cincinnati in this? 2-away, top of 9, 2-3 Pittsburgh. Jason Guerrilli got that wheelhouse check. Don't roll a 2 if you're Pittsburgh. That is a 624. 6 is patient. Against the right-hander, 24 is a double. Zach Cozart gets a double 24. And he's on second. tying run is just 2 bases away. Ryan Hannigan, 1 for 3 with the single in the 5th. The catcher, let's look at the speed of Zach Cozart. He's a 8 speed, so they're going to leave him in. They don't need to pinch run for him. Pinch hit, says Kirk Rotz. Really? For Ryan Hannigan? Yeah, he only batted 190 against right-handers. Yeah, I think we are gonna make a switch here. We are gonna make the switch. If I can find the sheet, there we are. I'm gonna actually have to create a card though because I don't have. It's only gonna take me a second, but let's see here. I need the 2013 season. We'll go to Cincinatti here. I'll show you guys just how quick and easy I can do this here. Come on, you stupid thing. Speed up. Just have to find the Cincinnati section. Because they're not alphabetical or anything. I think they were right in front of Pittsburgh, actually. Maybe they were right after Pittsburgh. Yep, here they are. All right, so we got to find They don't have much, actually, to tell you the truth, on the bench. They already used Mazerosko. They used Chris Hainsey. Xavier Paul. Derek Robertson. He's in. They're all in. Jack Hanahan. He's a lefty. Jack Hanahan. Pretty 223 average. 233, 233, 232. 253 is the best they have against right-handers on the bench. Xavier Paul. Need a lefty. Xavier Paul, I think, is their only lefty on the bench. We do have a switch hitter. Where's the switch hitter? Yeah, Derek Robertson is a switchy. He's a 232. .253. He's a lefty. And Jack Hanahan's a lefty. 223. Those are the choices. Xavier, Paul, Derek Robinson, or Jack Hanahan. Donald Lutz, I guess, would be a lefty. 233 as well. He only had 43 at-bats, though, so he's probably last of last choices. The other question is if we pull Hannigan, that's the catcher, who do we have as our backup catcher in case something happens and we need to go extra innings? Who is the backup catcher? That's Mazerosko, isn't it? Yeah, it is Mazerosko. So Mazerosko could come in to catch. No, he can't. He already, let's see. Yeah, he pinched hit here. So he's out of the game. So we don't have a backup catcher. Let's see if anybody else can do catching. Catching. Yes, Corky Miller is a catcher. Corky. Good old Corky Miller. All right. I'm going with Clark Rotz, one of my baseball experts here. He says to go with Xavier Paul. So we're going to do it. Here we go. Xavier Paul. Boom. I'm going to save this as, oops, S-A-V-I-E-R, Xavier Paul. Doodle-doo-doo, 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 doodle-doo-doo. All right, here he is. Xavier Paul's coming in. Not much choice, though, I guess. Xavier Paul versus Jason Grilli. Bottom 9. Runner at second, 2 away. He's either the hero or the GOAT for Cincinnati. 3-2. Top of 9. Can Jason Grilli get him through this? The windup in the pitch. Oh, foul ball. Here it comes. 9-0-0. 9-0-0. You know what that is? Normally 0-0s are home. Normal payoff pitch 0-0s are rare plays. But I think I told everyone last time that anytime I roll a 0-0, because I hate the rare play charts, instead of a 0-0, it's just going to be an automatic home run. So that is gone for Xavier Paul. And that is going to be a 4-3 lead for Cincinnati. I just wait for the comments to fly now. Oh my God. I can't believe this. Oh my God, that's crazy. It was only that easy. I'm just saying that because I wanted to tease my good friend Beatles Eternally. Actually, 0-0s in my game are always rerolls. I don't have a rare play. I don't use the rare plays. So 0-0s are just rerolls. I was just teasing. I just wanted to see if Beatles Eternally would cuss me out in the chat. He probably is by now, but pretty soon he'll learn that I was just kidding. So he'll be super pissed now. Just kidding, Beatles. Just kidding. 0-0s are just rerolls. They're not automatic home runs. 540. Tough 40. And that's against a right-hander. Tough 40 is a strikeout. And this game ends on a swing and the miss. Actually, wait a minute. We got to put in a pinch hitter. Xavier Paul. There he is. Put him in. Now we can swing and miss. Swing and a miss. And this game belongs to the Buccos as they take this game 3-2 as Xavier Paul hit a home run that just went foul of the foul pole. And what a game it was as Pittsburgh ended up winning 3-2 as Cincinnati does give them a little scare in the 9th inning. Good game all the way around, though. Some clutch hitting. It's opportune times. Lots of hits. Let's see. Does it give us any results here? If we go to I think there's like the box score. Hey, let's go to the box score. There we go. Let's look at the old box score and take a look and see what happened in this wonderful game here. See here. Cincinnati with 8 hits. They had no walks, 6 strikeouts, and no errors. They left 6 men on base. Pittsburgh, 10 hits. They had let me see if I can line this up a little better. There we go. Because I'm like, it's not lining things up here. So at-bats, runs, hits. They had 10 hits. They had 2 walks. They had 10 strikeouts. Wow. They had no errors. Double plays. Cincinnati turned 1. Pittsburgh turned 1. And, of course, the 1 home run hit Bruce off of Lariano. That wasn't right. Lariano didn't give up the home run. So I don't know how. Oh, no, that was hit by pitch. Sorry. Where's the home run? I guess they don't do that in this on this report. Oh, that's funny. I was hoping I caught Beatles Eternally there with a little heart attack there. Yay, Bucks win. Yay, Bucks win. Oh, that's messed up, says Clark Rotz. I know, I'm a little mean. What can I say? But I had the opportunity to do it. I thought about it for a second. I said, do I do it? Do I make up a rule like that to kind of... Because I knew I was re-rolling, because I did say in my last payoff pitch game, if you guys watched that, it happened in the ninth inning just like this. A guy he got a result off of a ballpark, and then he rolled a 0-0. And then I was like, damn, I didn't say it to begin with, but I always re-roll 0-0s because I don't like the rare plays. So I rolled the rare play, excuse me, and it didn't make sense. So I redid the roll. I said, all right, we're just going to go back to square one. We're going to start over. And the guy rolled another ballpark home run check and hit the home run. So I was like, okay. So I knew I was going to re-roll anyways. So I'm like, I could do something here to kind of mess with everyone and make them think that something was going to happen that's not. And so I took the chance of it. Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. So it would have been funny one way or the other. But yeah, it was a good game. Pittsburgh wins 3-2. Good game. For those of you who don't remember this game, which I'm sure Beatles Eternally can tell you everything that happened in this game, the Pittsburgh Pirates defeated the Cincinnati Reds 6-2 in PNC Park, October 1st, 2013. That game was... I actually just watched this game the other day on YouTube, and I watched the Pirates then went on to play the St. Louis Cardinals, and I actually watched games 2, 3, 4, and 5 of that series the last couple nights because I haven't been feeling real well, so I just decided not to live stream and just watch the videos, so that's good. Would you think you'd reserve something like that for someone in Boston? Oh, I've got something like that for someone in Boston. Oh yeah, you know it. I've got that. Oh yeah, you know it. You know what I'm thinking about? What I'm thinking about doing? Shh, you can't tell them. I'm thinking about recording a game and like have Boston up like 9-0, and then recording it where the other team comes back, right? And then as I'm playing the game, I switch over to the video of the game that I recorded where the other team comes back and wins, and then watching all the Boston guys squirm. So I'm thinking about things like that. Yeah, Alan is shenanigans, that's for sure. Anyways, guys, I don't want to keep you any longer. I appreciate you guys stopping out tonight. Beatles Eternally, Clark Rods. Thanks so much. Clinton Parks decided to show up. Oh, look it! We got a boss tonight. Oh, the bag. Oh, shit. It's out of the bag there, Beatles. You didn't tell me Clinton Parks was in the chat. Ah, now I got to think of something else. Damn it. I'm sure he'll go to all of his fellow Bostonites and tell them I've got something up my sleeve. But, darn it. Hey, Clinton, how are you? Hope all is well. We just finished our game tonight. Appreciate you stopping in. I won't spoil it for you since you just stopped in, though. You can go back and watch it if you'd like. And trust me, we were just teasing. We don't have anything we're going on against Boston, so don't worry about that. Anyways, guys, I'm not going to keep you any longer. I appreciate you stopping in. Beatles, Clinton Parks, Clark Rotz, everyone else that stopped in. This has been the 2013 Wildcard games. We did the Cleveland and Tampa Bay game about a week ago, and then we did the National League Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. I might do some more of the playoff games coming up. We'll see. It just depends on how things go. So, yep, don't worry, Clinton. Nothing going on. Nothing at all. Don't you worry. We got everything well under control. Guys, take care. Have a great night. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.